Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, please hit that thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so you can get notified whenever a new video is released on this channel. If you want to check out more hood tours, feel free to look through my channel. I have over 300 plus tours covering all different neighborhoods in Philadelphia, PA. Alright y'all, right now we are in North Philadelphia. We're passing Front and Loudoun Street. Crossing Loudoun Street right now. We're going to be covering the Feltonville neighborhood. Feltonville is bounded by Erie Avenue to the south, Front Street to the west, Roosevelt Boulevard to the north, and G Street to the east. We're currently on Front Street, but more specifically, we're going to be covering the Wyoming neighborhood in Feltonville. So we're on Wyoming Ave. It's kind of hard because like Wyoming is its own neighborhood, but it lies in Feltonville. We're on Front in Wyoming. I'm gonna make a left-hand turn on Wyoming Avenue. We got Cooper's Super Bar on my right-hand side, making this left-hand turn. We got Rising Sun Chinese restaurant on my right-hand side. This is a deaf child area. There's a sign, so I'm gonna make sure to drive slower than I already am. I'm traveling 8 miles an hour. I'm gonna tone it down to 5 miles per hour. We got Grace Church of Philly on my left-hand side. We got a residential neighborhood. See the homes are pushed back, porches, lawns. We got Cafe 100% de Colombiana on my left. We got Maritza's Beauty Salon and Spa on my right. Prince Pizza and Restaurant on my left. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn and just zigzag. We got Iglesia Adventista del Séptimo Día on my right. You see that other car just cheated and he squeezed himself in. It was supposed to be take turns. He just said, nah, I ain't taking no turns. He kept going. We got Amazon Prime on my left making some deliveries. I'm just gonna zigzag through the neighborhood. This neighborhood is near Logan, near Hunting Park, Lawncrest, Harrowgate. You got a couple neighborhoods within the area. Got a little corner store right here. Hershey Ice Cream Grocery. It's a little grocery store. That Hershey sign is kind of fading and outdated. We're on A and Loudoun Street. Right in front of us, we have the Roosevelt Boulevard, so I have to be careful not to go too far forward. That's the borderline. But the reason why I say I gotta be careful is because the Roosevelt Boulevard is kind of like a high traffic speedway, and I don't want to get stuck on it because then it's gonna take you like way off and we're not gonna be able to zigzag. As always, I don't have no specific set point of destination. I just want to show you guys as much as I can. We're passing Eleanor Street, A and Eleanor. Yeah, I want to show you as much as I can within the hour. I leave the comment section open so that you guys can share your thoughts, share your memories, share any stories or knowledge that you feel that other viewers should know about this neighborhood. So feel free to comment in the comment section. We got Sam's Grocery on my right-hand side. I'm going to probably take it another block up to Ruscombe. We're going to travel north-south, and then if we have enough time, we'll do west to east, which is left to right. We're going to travel up and down, like front and back, and then we'll just zigzag. We're on the 200 block of Ruscombe. We're on A and Ruscombe. We got a Dunkin' Donuts to my left-hand side. I did plenty of meets at that Dunkin' Donuts, like whenever I bust a sale, or like if I'm gonna buy anything that's like off the World Wide Web. For example, OfferUp, Craigslist, LetGo. Well, LetGo and OfferUp are now working together, so there's no more LetGo. But when LetGo was popular, that's an app where you can buy new and used items. I would, you know, meet at that Dunkin' Donuts. We got some garages on my left-hand side. We're passing Ella Street. We can't go down Ella because Ella comes up, so we're gonna go down B Street. We got some other garages on my left, look like they're detailing cars. They had transmission out there, engine to trans. These houses, they have back driveways, so some have garages, things of that nature, and or they turn their garage into a spare room. I know you have a wide background of cultures that live in this neighborhood as far as ethnicities go. You have Puerto Ricans, you have Dominicans, you have Mexicans, you have African Americans, you may have some Caucasians. I know you have Arabics, Palestinians, you know, probably people from Iran. We're on B and Rockland. Asians. You have a good mixture that lives in this neighborhood. Got porches. I got a vehicle behind me. Look at, I'm traveling 14 miles an hour, but 14 miles an hour wasn't fast enough for this guy. We're passing Eleanor Street. We got Santiago Financial Service on my left. We're at B and Loudon Street. We got LCM Grocery on my right-hand side. We got Sabor Espanol restaurant on my left-hand side. They're working on a vehicle out there on my right-hand side. The weather today, the high is supposed to be like mid-40s. So it's still a little breezy. It's not completely hot yet, but the sun is out. There's a handball court on my right-hand side, a basketball court. That's a professional handball court. It's the regulation size. Here on Wyoming Avenue, we're on the 200 block of Wyoming Avenue. We got Greenmount Cemetery across the street. That's one of the entrances. I have plenty of friends and family members parked at Greenmount Cemetery. We got the Wyoming Free Library on my right-hand side, and we got Feltonville Elementary School on my right-hand side. We got Preciosa Beauty Salon on my left-hand side. I'm gonna make this left-hand turn. Now, right here on my sharp left, my far left-hand side, right about here, you see that aqua green garage and this blue garage? Marco Auto Center. We're passing L&S Boutique, Templo Pentecostal Shalom, and A&B Beauty. So let me make this right-hand turn here on Rose Hill, 4600 Rose Hill. There's a little story. So when I used to drive the ice cream trucks when I was 15, 16 years old, that's where they used to be located at. So it was like a whole fleet of ice cream trucks, like 8, 9 ice cream trucks. I worked for the Arabs, and they owned the ice cream trucks, basically, like the Chili Willy trucks, the Mr. Softies and all that. That was their headquarters. And at that headquarters, you would go in, you know, probably 10:30, 11 a.m., go pick up your truck, clean it, prep everything, make sure you had enough mix for your ice cream, make sure you had enough of everything, your banana boat supplies, your cherries, your dips, everything, whatever you needed, your pineapples, your bananas. Just make this left-hand turn on the 300 block of East Cortland. Rest in peace to my Uncle Moyo and to my Uncle Angel. They're both buried on top of each other on my right-hand side. This is the cemetery they're buried at. I got other friends and family members and people that I even know of that I didn't know personally, but I know of. They were buried in here. But specifically, I have my Uncle Mo, rest in peace Moyo, and to my Uncle Angel that's buried in there. We're gonna make this left-hand turn. Their grave site's literally like right here next to Cortland, a couple feet away from the gate. We made this left-hand turn on C Street. We were on C in Cortland. So yeah, so that garage right there, that's where I used to have to check in. Yeah, that's my homie that just drove by. He listened to music. I don't think that he realized. But yeah, so that's where I would go check in. This is the neighborhood that I used to come pick the ice cream truck up from, and then we would like I said, we'll go like 10:30, 11 to check in to go make sure our truck was tip top, and we'll leave at 12. Then from 12 to like maybe 7:30, 7 o'clock, maybe 8 p.m. you would bring your truck back, and it depends on the day. The ice cream trucks, go ahead, do your reverse. That's why your car is all scratched up and dented up there, because you just randomly reversing while I'm here at the corner. That's where it's dented at. It's specifically dented. That Kia Optima was dented right where he would have hit me at. We're passing Wyoming Ave. We got Compare and Save grocery market on my right, supermarket and whatnot. Yeah, so you would take the ice cream truck out. You would be out on the road by 12 on a summer day, and you will be back by sometimes 8, and it depends. If it was one of them long summer days, we're passing Mentor Street. You would drop it off by 9 p.m. And those trucks would make anywhere, like I said, on a slow day, $400 or $500 US. On the holidays, we got Santana Deli Grocery on my left. We're passing C and Loudon Street. On the holidays, like Mother's Day, Father's Day, I think Easter, things of that nature, we're passing Eleanor Street. you would make like $750, $800. Sometimes I think like on a good day, like on a blessing day, you would make a 900 piece. And I know the owner was super happy, and as a driver, you got 25%. But my average, the most that I ever made was Mother's Day, was like $780, $750 or so for like a Mother's Day weekend. Rockland, we're on C and Rockland. But you had to compete. We got Mi Gente Barbershop on my left-hand side. You had to compete with every other ice cream truck. And it was like, there was like routes that you couldn't, that if you would go through that route, that driver would put the ear in the owner's truck and say, hey, this truck went through my route today, and he would feel that you were taking some of his customers. You know what I mean? And that's kind of corny because it's a free, you know, city. Like, you can go anywhere you want. We got Romano Grocery on my left-hand side, and we got Castro Deli on my right-hand side, making this right-hand turn. Yeah, so that was kind of corny because that happened to me a couple of times. Like, I went to the Huntington Park area and I was killing it. And y'all hear the ice cream truck behind me. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're making this right on the, listen. I don't know if y'all heard it, but there's an ice cream truck behind me. We just turned on Boudinot Street, the 4900 block of Boudinot. But yeah, so that was corny. A couple times I went to the Hunting Park neighborhood and I started zigzagging, you know, because that's the neighborhood that I normally travel to when I'm not driving a ice cream truck. So I was killing it and I was getting customers. And then the one who normally went through that neighborhood saw me, and he like had like the little grill face, like the little ice grill, like he was mad, I guess, because I was taking his customers. And then he went and told the owner of my truck. I mean, the owner of my truck shouldn't be mad because I brought you the bread, I brought you the money, so you shouldn't feel no type of way. But he told me, you know, just try to stay on your route, because I guess they, you know, they like end up talking to each other, and they, you know, I guess at the end of the day, all the owners talk to each other, and you know, he didn't want to feel no type of way. The owner that ran my truck, he was Arabic. He migrated from wherever he was from, where he knew Arabic. I don't know the country that he came from, but he knew Arabic. He migrated from his home country to Puerto Rico. He became a citizen in Puerto Rico first. And with that being said, he lived in Puerto Rico for 10 years. His kids and him knew Spanish. They knew how to speak fluid Spanish. He knew more Spanish than me, and I'm Puerto Rican. So he knew how to speak fluid Spanish, and he knew how to speak fluid Arabic. And then after he became a citizen, he migrated to America, to over here, and opened up his business and did all that. And then he learned English. So I guess in PR, like, he started learning a little bit of, you know, English, because in PR in Puerto Rico, they also know English. So he knew 3 languages. He knew English, Spanish, and Arabic. Yep, and he kind of looked a little Puerto Rican. Like, if you think about it, like, he looked a little bit Puerto Rican. So yeah. You got this abandoned building on my left-hand side. Busted windows, it's wide open. Yeah, sad. All right, let's make this. So we got this black in front of us that's blocking us off. Let's make this left-hand turn. This is Rockland. I gotta be careful because this car parked right on the corner. They always block the blind spot, yo. Look at this house on my right-hand side. They gotta be from Puerto Rico, because that's how the houses be in PR. And they straight up just extend it. Like, there's no house on this block that's extended that high. Second and third, and their name is Mari. They got married. Yeah, that's a Puerto Rican household for sure. We're at D and Rockland. So I can make a left, or I can make a right. I think I'm gonna make, we got all these little kids. They look like little persons, like little young adults. They all got braids. They were running, saw them? Yeah, they're all excited, full of life and energy. We got Comida Hispana AMA Food Market on my right-hand side. I'm going to make this left-hand turn, just cause I want to show y'all this area before I shoot back down. Look, the ice cream truck, boom! Let me roll down my window so that y'all can hear the tunes. Yep, I used to drive one of these, y'all. This is Mr. Mo's. And I used to really do 5 miles an hour with them trucks, because, you know, the slower you drive, the more opportunity you give people to hear the music and run out. So that's the trick with those trucks. Like, if you ever hear an ice cream truck in your neighborhood, they're driving slow on purpose, banking on your kids saying, "Mommy, mommy, I want ice cream." Or like the wife or the husband getting a craving, and you might not want it when you first hear it, but as slow as they drive, you'll be like, "Man, you know what? let me get one. Then you go run to the door and end up wanting one. Saying stop, and then by the time they're serving you, more people will hear it, and that's like subconsciously, you know, brainwashing people to come outside and get an ice cream. And we got San Rafael Mini Market on my left hand side. I'm gonna bust this left on Grand's back. I actually shot a music video in this neighborhood. Yeah, I shot it like 2 blocks to my right. We got porches, open porches, closed porches. We got vinyl siding, not aluminum siding, ladies and gentlemen. Please forgive me for my last 3 months of calling it aluminum siding. I mean, I won't be surprised if a couple of houses do have aluminum siding, because I guess it depends on the home. Somebody in the comment section, I believe her name was Jill. Thank you very much, Jill, for bringing it upon my attention that in 2021, we no longer use aluminum siding. We use vinyl siding. However, I'm assuming if the home still has the siding from the 1900s, it's a good chance that it might still be aluminum siding. So, you know, I'm not trying to debate on that, but yeah, so we'll just call it vinyl siding for now. But yeah, so we got vinyl siding on the second floor, bricks on the first floor. We got the Roosevelt Boulevard right in front of us. Remember I said I did not want to go to the Roosevelt Boulevard? So I'm gonna, yo, this is the block, this is Grand's back. This is the block I shot the music video on. I shot a music video right here. Let me reverse, like right here on my left hand side. I said it was 2 blocks to my right. It's right here on my left. These steps, this porch right here, this is the block, and then the alley. Oops, I'll let it shut off. Y'all can roast me in the comment section. I'll let it shut off. I'll let go the clutch. When you let go the clutch, it stalls out. But yeah, so this is the block that I shot the music video, and I was talking about 2 blocks to the right. Look at this, all this trash right here. This little dumping. Look at that. Yeah, but I shot it right there on that little on the steps and the alley and all that. Yeah, there's trash right here, box of trash, beer, a home audio theater box. Warning, this property is prosecuted. Warning, this property is protected by video surveillance. No dumping. Violators will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of law. Let me like rewind, crisscross. And now look on my left hand side. And look, there's a big old sign right there. Look at the sign on my left hand side. Now look down. Look at the dumping. I don't think those signs are effective, or if not, like your surveillance system is not doing its job, because they still dumped. They dumped. They didn't even care. Ouch. I think we got the Tacony Creek right here in front of us. Ouch, ouch. I used to ride dirt bikes down there and all that stuff. Right next to Bingham Street. Whoa, there's birds in the ground on the street eating. I'm not gonna run them over. I'm gonna let them continue to enjoy their meal. Check out these houses. These are like, they're 2-story homes on the right, but their raised basements are raised so high they almost look like they're 3-story homes, and they look like they got an A-top, which might give them an attic. On the left, the 2-story homes. Those look more 2-story because they're not raised as high as the ones on the right. We can't go right because Grand's back comes up. So let's make this left. I gotta be careful. Every time I wean into one of these little intersections, I gotta be careful. Yeah, Tacony Creek Park is on my left. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Now this block, on my left, these houses are pushed back like 20 feet. Nice, long front, grassy areas. On my right, they got porches, but they're not pushed back as far. Yo, they're grilling. Congratulations, amigo. You're grilling with the pink shirt on my right with all that smoke. They got the whole family sitting out front, grilling, just chilling, eating food. Yeah, boy. They are chilling, yo. They are chilling. I think that's how they say it with the Spanish accent. Chilling. You chilling? I'm chilling. Yeah, they was out there grilling. Probably had a couple cervezas. Cerveza, for those of you who do not know, cerveza is a Spanish term for beer. Yeah, they probably had a couple cervezas. They were getting their drink on. We're on Rohrer and Rockland Street. We got Johnny Dominican Salon on my left-hand side. Unisex straightening. No, you cannot go there for sex. Unisex straightening, color design, and hair replacement. Look at that, and that's in the basement of their home. So that goes to show you, like, if you buy one of these corner homes in a neighborhood like this, and you have a business in mind, you may potentially be able to section off the basement. If you go, I guess, for the right zoning and licensing and permits, you can section off your basement to be an open business. So that might be worth the investment. You might buy a home in this neighborhood for 200 G's or something, or like a corner home, but you can turn the basement of your property into a business, if that makes any sense. This is also the neighborhood of two rappers that use the term Wyo, because this is the Wyoming neighborhood, Wyoming Ave. You got Wyo Chi, and you got the other Wyo that did songs with drama. I can't think of him right now. I believe he's Arab, or he might be of some Middle Eastern descent, because I know that during his music video shoot out here, he had a couple Lamborghinis, he had Ferraris, he had Porsche. He had like a bunch of exotic vehicular devices for his video shoot. We're gonna go to Rockland, and then we'll probably bus U-turn and come down. I shot a music video right here at this little football field on my right. Rockland. Yo, the dude on my left got VR glasses. Yo, I should tell him to go subscribe to my YouTube channel so he can watch some VR videos. He had VR glasses. I'm about to bust a U-turn. On my left, we got houses and more houses. More and more homes. We're at Ruscombe, Bingham and Ruscombe. I think we can make like a little U-turn here. I think that's all right. This is a big enough street to make a U-turn. You're not really supposed to be making U-turns like directly on the corner like this, but it's not much traffic in this neighborhood anyway. Driving slow so y'all can, I guess, make an attempt to see these houses. The ice cream truck. Wish I had my ice cream truck so we could battle. There, on my right hand side, there's a couple homies out there all putting their VR set on their head. I guess they probably just bought the VR set, so they like trying to experience it. I don't even own a VR set, but now that I have, you know, the capability of making VR videos, it might be a good investment. I should probably look into purchasing my very own VR headset. The dude was out there working. So I'm working on his car. We're passing Aurora Street. I'm sorry, I'm here thinking extra hard to try to figure out that other artist's name that's from this area. And he's actually bigger than Wyo Chi. We're on Bingham and Loudon. He shot his music video right here on Aurora and Loudon. I'm just trying to think with the use of technology in SoundCloud. What is this man's name? He did a feature with drama. Wyo who? Somebody Wyo. Their name has what? Wyo. There's Wyo Yola, but there's another Wyo. Oh, Wyo Young 187. Let me see. Yeah, Wyo Young. Yeah, Wyo Young. That don't even sound right. But his name is Wyo. He even did a song with PNB Rock. So if that means anything to you guys who listen to PNB Rock, who's also from Philly, Young Wyo Young. Yeah, he also did a song with PNB Rock. And he did a song with Drama B2R from Philly, Born to Rule. That's what B2R means. Passing 400 East Mentor Street. You hear the Spanish music on. You know, you see a mixed variety of people out here, especially in the midsummer. It's still winter, so you're not gonna see a lot of people. We on D and Loudon. I'm gonna keep traveling up D Street because I ain't show y'all D Street. And we didn't go left and right yet. We still been going like up and down. We can still go left and right. I just want to hit another couple up and down blocks before we start going left and right. Passing 500 East Eleanor. We're on D in Rockland. We got AMM Food Market on my right hand side. You'll see graffiti here and there. On my right, I see an E-Dub throw up. I actually know who E-Dub is. He's a Puerto Rican young fellow. We on D and Ruscombe. I'm gonna make this left right here on Ruscombe because the next block is the Roosevelt Boulevard, and I'm not really trying to go to the Roosevelt Boulevard this second. We're probably gonna make this left-hand turn, not down Boulder Knot, because I think it's gonna cut us off again. We're gonna make the left-hand turn on C Street. Yeah, it's gonna cut us off. So we're just gonna make this left-hand turn on C, or should I take y'all down Rose Hill? I don't think we went down Rose Hill. Yeah, we didn't go down Rose Hill. Let's go down Roosevelt Hill because we already came up C Street. We came up C Street to this way. I actually bought a CRX seat, a SI CRX seat from here on this block a few months ago for like super duper 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 dirt cheap, like pennies, like super duper cheap. Should I tell y'all the price? Should I tell y'all the price? I don't know if I should tell y'all the price because it's top secret, $29. All right, I told y'all the price. My bad. But the reason why it's super dirt cheap, let's make this left on Rose Hill, 4900 Rose Hill. We got Valdemart on my right-hand side. It's a corner store. We got for rent on my left-hand side, 2-bedroom apartment for rent. Yeah, so the reason why it's cheap is because a traditional SI seat for EF Civic, a 1988 through 91 CRX, the seats themselves go for anywhere from, if it's the USDM seat, they're like $150 to $250 each seat. The driver's seat is like $150 to $250 depending on condition. And this was in excellent condition. And if it's like the JDM one, they're about $400 a seat, $400 or $500 each seat. But it wasn't a JDM one. I wish it was. JDM is Japanese domestic market. USDM is United States domestic market. EDM is European domestic market. So just in case if you ever hear me throw those terms around, prices vary in each market. We're gonna make this right-hand turn on Orms because I ain't show y'all Orms yet. Yeah, so I came there and I, you know, because he wanted more, but I worked him down. I think, to be honest, I think he wanted like 50 bucks or like 60. But you know, I'm a hustler, I'm a bargainer, so I'm a bargain and throw a price at him, and he threw a price at me, and we met halfway. And I got it for 29 bucks. I know, such an awkward price, right? But it's easily worth when I put it up in the forums and the other enthusiasts, the other, you know, CRX enthusiasts saw the seat. They said, man, that's worth an easy 200, 250. So you got a deal. So I said, perfect. I'm keeping that. Yeah, so I got it, you know, and I don't even own the CRX no more, but I still got the seat, and I'm not gonna let the seat go. No way, Jose. I'm keeping that thing. Yeah, I got it in storage. Passing Rose Hill once again. Now we're gonna go down C Street. We'll end up going down C Street because, as you can see, Rose Hill took us to a cutoff block. Yeah, I met the dude out here. The dude was a Honda enthusiast himself. But the day he was out here, I think he was in his smart car. Yeah, we worked out some type of wacky deal. Passing C in Rockland. We got Temple Physicians at Feltonville on my left. As you can see, we are in Feltonville, but this is also the Wyoming neighborhood. Passing Eleanor. There's a few other neighborhoods in Philly that are just like that. Like, you will look up the coordinates and they won't come up as their own neighborhood, but they'll be in another neighborhood. For example, like Juniata. We're passing C in Loudon. Like, Juniata is literally like right up the block from Feltonville, from this area. But Juniata doesn't have its own information. We're passing Mentor Street. Like, it doesn't have its own outline. Like, if you look for an outline, some neighborhoods are really well defined. We're gonna make this left-hand turn on Wyoming Ave so you can see some of these businesses. Some neighborhoods are really well defined. Some neighborhoods are loosely defined. Wyoming is one of those loosely defined neighborhoods. Make this left-hand turn right here. We got Junior Auto Tag and Services on my right. We passed Pizza Point earlier, remember? Remember? I'm gonna make this right-hand turn on Bodinat, so y'all can see this. We got Alquisa Supermarket on my left. We got In-N-Out Express Pizzeria on my left. Pizza and steak. Check out these houses right here. And we're on the east side of Wyoming. There is also a west side that's like next to 5th Street. So if we have some time, we'll hit the west side, but we're just focused on like the east side of Wyoming in Feltonville. I got a ticket on the next block before for being parked on the sidewalk, and I see so many cars right now being parked on the sidewalk. I'm feeling some type of way. When I was a youngster, I had got a ticket. I had a Grand Marquis gas guzzler. You can pretty much, instead of calling it a Grand Marquis, they should have called it a gas guzzler, a V8. It was a nice vehicle. It was comfortable. It was like, you know, driving on clouds, but yeah, it was definitely a gas guzzler. This is the cemetery on my right. We're gonna make this left on Hurley Street, 4600 block of Hurley. This is the block that I got the ticket for. There better not be nobody. And then people parked on the sidewalk. Yo, so like 10 cars parked. I'm disappointed. I should like contact PPA and tell them to refund me from 15 years ago. 1, look it, 2, 3 on my left, and I'm gonna tell y'all where I was parked at. I was parked like right here where this cone was at on my left. So who knows? Yeah, right here where this cone was at. Man, look at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's little Civic parked at the corner. 9 vehicles parked on the sidewalk in 2021, but in about 2005, I think it was 05 or 04. Was it 05, 04? Yeah, 2004, 2005. I had my Grand Marquis parked on the sidewalk, and they wrote me a ticket. And what did the ticket say? Being parked on the sidewalk, a no parking zone. Yo, that's crazy. I told you, it all depends on the PPA agent, or like who wants to give you the ticket, because some won't care, some will. Man, and I no, BS. It wasn't even PPA that gave me the ticket. It was a police officer. It was a police issued ticket. And I bet you a police officer will ride through here now and just drive by all those cars and not even care. We got the bus in front of us, but they're connected to the trolley top. Like if you look at the top of the bus, it was connected to the wires. So I wonder if that is a more efficient, I gotta wean myself in here. I wonder if that was a more efficient Septa Bus. Cause this is Septa Bus. Yo, dude, put your child inside the vehicle. That's dangerous. You guys are blocking traffic. Sir, stop holding a conversation. Sir, you got a little child. Sir, you're blocking vehicles behind me. Sir, put the kid inside. Sir, I hope you have a child-approved seat. Oh, what are you doing? Are you going in? Are you going out? Oh, sure. Just keep us at the green light. Now you keep us at the red light. Sure, just talk a little bit more. Take his number. Take a photo. Exchange social security numbers while you're at it. Cuidado, cuidado, cuidado. That's what he's telling his kid. Cuidado. Cuidado means like be careful, be careful, be careful. Or watch it, watch it, watch it. But you're not giving them the benefit of the doubt, teaching them that early to just, hey, let's just block traffic. I know, I'm probably too much, right? All right, we're on D. We got G coming up. G is the border, so let's make this right here on D Street. D in Wyoming. D in Wyoming. Luray Street. You got Luray. You can make a left and go through Luray. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take y'all through Luray. You know why? Because if we go straight, we're gonna hit Whitaker, and Whitaker is just a high-speed area, or like a main avenue. We can make a left on Luray and then bust through Thelma and bust through all these blocks. I actually got a scooter from here before, a 2014 250 cc. No, BS, it was a 125 cc 2014 genuine scooter from this neighborhood. I did one heck of a deal. I traded somebody some Beats headphones that I got for the Lobo, and a Kai beat maker, like a beat machine, a beat pad. I had a bunch of them, different beat machines when I used to mess around with sounds on the next block. So I basically gave him those, and he gave me, I think he gave me like $40, and he gave me the scooter, which needed a little TLC. But I ended up having that scooter for like several months. I ain't ever repair it or nothing. The TLC that it needed was above my marginal cost of desiring to put into it. I didn't want to put no money into it, but I knew it was one heck of a deal, giving up some headphones and then a beat pad, which I got both for less than, I'm not gonna tell you, yeah, I'll tell you, for less than $250. This must have been his house right here on my left, because in the back of this house on my left was where the scooter was stored. So we went to the back alley and we did the deal, and I say whatever. Listen, would you give up some headphones and a little beat pad when you had several beat pads? Like, I had a couple beat pads, and to be honest, I got that beat pad for like $60. The headphones, I think I got them for like 80. So I literally came up like a bandit. And even though the Beats were worth more, and then the headphones were worth more, I mean, the Beats, even though the Beats headphones, you know, the Dre Beat headphones were worth more, and the beat pad was probably worth more, I always shop for bargains. So I got them for dirt cheap. So I probably had like less than $200 invested in between both those items. We just left Thelma Street, the 500 block of Thelma. Let me be careful here. Let me stop talking real quick. This vehicle's blocking my seeing point of view. Oh, car coming. I see you coming fast. You gonna slow down? A smart car. No, he's not gonna slow down, because he's not that smart to slow down with his pink hood. But he gonna see this and be like, dog, what you say? I'm not smart. My hood's pink because it's lightweight, weight reduction. All right, we're on Cortlandt Street, D in Cortland. We got Vic's Mini Market on my right hand side. I'm gonna make this left hand turn. I'm allow this gentleman with the basketball to run because human beings have the right of way. So we're turning left on Cortland. Yeah, so I felt like I came up on a deal, and then I ended up getting rid of that scooter for like a greater deal in the future. I think I got like some wheels and some money, and then I ended up selling the wheels for, I think, $350 US. So you calculate, I probably made like $400 or $500 from that little flip investment. I'm gonna cross here, because if we go down, it's gonna take us back around, and there's no point. We got the police district on my right hand side. Y'all remember that abandoned police district that I did the tour in, the 360 tour? You remember? Well, that abandoned police district, right, was moved right around the corner, like 3 blocks from here on the main avenue on Whitaker Ave. I'm gonna make this right so y'all can see Tampa Street, 4500 block of Tampa. This block is off of the cut. It's like a no outlet area. As you can see, it's a no outlet neighborhood. But check this out. They got little lawns. It's all brick pointed. Shingles up top, 2-story homes, some awnings, no porches. There's a gentleman right here cleaning his Acura, making sure that his wheels are extremely clean. He had some Scar audio subs. Scar isn't really that good of a brand, but then again, Scar was made by like a college student, Wingahaken, like a college grad. Scar audio was recently, it's like a relatively new brand. It doesn't have that much recognition like JL Audio, Pioneer, Kicker, Kenwood, you know, those type of brands. But let's make this right hand turn. But hey, listen, if it makes boom, boom, boom and you're happy, then you're cool. We got El Punto. It's a Spanish restaurant on my left hand side. We got a police paddy wagon right here on my left hand side. You see it? Yeah, El Punto, they make Spanish sandwiches. They make rice, beans, and all that other stuff. It's right here on Whitaker, on Wingahaken and Whitaker, in case you guys ever want to stop by and you're in Philly. And like 2 blocks down, there's a police station. So that abandoned police station was moved right up the block, pretty much. I'm gonna make this right hand turn on Cortland again, but the only difference is I'm gonna make a left on Tampa rather than a right. I hope Tampa goes left. Yeah, it does. I'm about to say, yo, I swear I was about to make a left. I'm like, yo, but didn't we just go right? Right in front of us is a no outlet, so there's no point of going straight. Right up the block, I used to unload my dirt bike. and take it to this little off-road field thing we got back here. So here's the debate. You ready to hear the debate? Here's the debate. You know how people ride dirt bikes here in Philly? A lot of people ride dirt bikes, off-road vehicles. You watch those videos in the comment section, the first thing you see is, it's a dirt bike. Take it to a track, take it to the dirt. It's not, you know, it's not supposed to be on the street. Take it to the track where that bike's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's what they say, right? Here in Philadelphia, we do not have a dirt bike track. We don't have a place where we can ride these things safely. We got plenty of shops that'll sell you a dirt bike. There's plenty of shops that'll sell us a dirt bike, but we don't have no place legally where we can ride. You know what's the closest place to ride? 2.5, maybe 3 hours away, somewhere in PA, or maybe somewhere in the boondocks of New Jersey. And then when you end up going and actually trying to take the trip over there, teens, kids cannot go over there on their own. Not many people have the what is that called? The luxury of having a pickup truck and or a flat, you know, bed or trailer to load up their bikes for the weekend and go ride a dirt bike in an off-road area. And then when we do get a place to actually ride dirt bikes, like for example, I'm about to show you this little, there's a pickup truck in front of me with a four-wheeler. I'm about to pull up right behind him. Somebody pulled up behind him, so I can't show y'all. But anyway, we got Nelson's Mini Market on my right. But anyway, I just literally saw yeah, he out. Yeah, he making a left on Whitaker. Well, anyway, I'm gonna show y'all right around the corner. There's a spot where I used to go to when I was young. You know, I used to go to, and a lot of other people used to go to, because it's not a legal track, but it's in the woods. It's like a dirt area. Nobody really uses it like for anything else other than probably like walking and stuff. But it's a spot where I used to go to ride my dirt bike at, that was away from the street, and a couple other people did too. Then they started taking bikes. And then there's another spot where in like Southwest Philly, where they did a huge ride out like less than 2 years ago. It was 100 or so bikes, and it was off the street. It was a parking lot, and it was some woods, and it was private, right? They all put their bikes there on trucks. It was dozens of pickup trucks, trailers, vans. People literally followed the rules. They didn't ride them on the street to go there. They brought them all on trucks, right? Unloaded them. They were, practicing having some fun wheeling. It was kids, it was teenagers, it was adults, it was wives, it was girlfriends that were there, brothers, sisters. It was a nice little private event where they rode. They didn't want to be on the street causing a ruckus. Guess what happened? They pinned them all in. They took 56 or 57 bikes. They impounded them. They pinned them all in. They basically, it was like a sting. We're on Whitaker. It was like a sting. It was like a raid. If you keep going straight up Whitaker, you'll hit Walmart, Home Depot. You'll hit the what's that, the Lawncrest neighborhood? Yeah, you'll hit the Lawncrest neighborhood, right ahead. And on my left, you'll hit like Olney. We got Loudon. Yeah, so right here on my right-hand side. On my left, you got a rec center. Police officer Loretha Verger or Viard. I forgot her name. But that's the rec center on my left. Right here on my left. You see where all these cars are parked on my left at? We used to park up right here. So let me pretend if I got my pickup truck. So I used to come here with my vehicle, and at the time, I'll be honest with you, I had a Honda Accord, and I used to hang my little RM80 right out the trunk, and I used to park right here. This is reserved for not for private parking, for handicap. So obviously I wouldn't park in the handicap spot. But the one on my right, there was a couple that were regular parking spots. You see that trail in front of me? That trail goes all the way down to my right, and it goes down to the woods. You see all them trees? There was like some type of woods there. So we were doing our best to not put them dirt bikes on the street, to then still get your bike taken if you were caught back here. And then back there, a true story, somebody got killed back there for the dirt bike. Somebody got robbed and killed for the KX. Was it a 125 or a 250? I don't know, but it was I believe a Spanish gentleman went back there with his bike and they killed him. Somebody tried to rob him for his bike. I guess he didn't want to get off the bike. They shot him, they took his bike. It was like less than 6 years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. But back there, you see all them woods back there on my left? It's right next to like a golf course and everything. It's huge, yo. And it was a cool spot for us to ride at. Like, when I found it, I was like, yes, we finally got a spot that's safe to ride. Access denied. The cops will still take it because you're on private property and you're trespassing. But come on, give me a break. We can't ride on the street. We can't ride in the dirt when it's a dirt bike, right? there's dirt back there. And we were trying to ride in the dirt and in the mud. They didn't, you know, it lasted but for so long. So it's like a lot of people criticize, you know, Philadelphians, or maybe Baltimore people, or maybe Camden, Jersey people, or maybe Brooklyn, New York people, you know, or Bronx and Queens and Manhattan, or I don't know, certain places. And I can't speak for, you know, other states and cities, maybe LA and all that stuff where they street ride. Washington, D.C., because I know they street ride in Washington, D.C. But they criticize us for not riding in the dirt, but don't realize we don't have the convenience of having a freaking course next to us where we can ride. Because believe me, if I had a course next to me, I'm getting back into dirt bikes. I sold all my dirt bikes because it's no fun for me personally. Like a lot of my friends like getting chased. I think I'm too old. You know, I'm an old fart right now. It's like, nah. But yeah, I'm kind of like a little bit too old to be like getting chased. You know, I don't have fun in that. That's not where I find joy in. You know, I want to ride calmly and peacefully. So that's why right now I'm super moto life. But if I had a track nearby, I would invest in another dirt bike. I would guarantee buy a dirt bike. You know why? Because I can load it up in a vehicle and go ride in a track. But to travel 3.5 hours, 4 hours, once a week, once every 2 weeks, spend gas, toll. This is G Street. This is the border, guys. This is the border of Feltonville. You cross over, you hit Juniata Park and all that. We got Malia Grocery on my left, and we're just gonna make a right and just zigzag back around because, yeah. So anyway, that's a true story. That's a true story. We used to ride back there, you know, and I used to take my YZ. I had a YZ, and my homie Lex and all them used to come with the little four-wheeler with the E-Time. Lex don't even want me to be talking about the little E-Time. But the E-Time, we got FM Food Market on my right. Let's make this right here so y'all can see this little block. Yeah, so actually I fell off of Lex's RM85 back there. I fell on it. There was like this long road and a vehicle was coming to me. It was next to the golf course. That was probably my fault because we was on the road. There's dirt back there and there's also a long strip. You know, we're on Reach Street. I'm gonna make this right on Reach Street. Yeah, but it's cool because I fell off his RM85, which he had a title for, and he fell on my YZ across the street at the park where that police rec center was at. Remember the first one that I couldn't pronounce her name? He fell on my YZ and bent the front rim, and I think messed up the tire or the fork or something. But anyway, he crashed into a fence. He didn't see the fence. He was out, and the police came to us right when he crashed into the fence. The police had came to us. They literally saw him crash. They didn't see him, like literally see him smack it, but they saw him when he was pulling the bike away from the fence. They drove into the park and they went up to him, yo, what are you doing, blah, blah, blah. And can you believe those, even those cops right there, even those cops that saw us when he crashed into the fence, those cops said, well, why don't you take it across the street because you're messing up the football field here. So they even told us to, I'm sorry, let me plug in my phone, y'all. You might see the phone jump a little bit. Phone because the battery was dying. This dude is unloading groceries. Looked like he was shopping at Aldi's. But yeah, so dude, you got parking on both sides, my man. You could have like low-key parked like this. Well, there's a cone on my right, but move the cone, park temporarily, leave, and then put the cone back. Anyway, y'all, so this is Philly for y'all. But yeah, man, so that's a true story, man. So not a lot of kids are convenient. I mean, are fortunate. I say convenient. It's not convenient for us to travel 3-4 hours away to some random mountain, you know, track. Then you got to pay to get in the track. A lot of the times they want you to like have like headgear, elbow gear. You know, we're talking about low income inner city kids, you know, that grew up in poverty. They get their first little dirt bike, which nowadays, make you know, dirt bikes are cheap. Everybody thinks the dirt bikes that we ride are stolen. My friend, all you got to do is go on offer up Craigslist, spend $800, $900, $1,000, and you can get a dirt bike. It's not expensive. You spend $1,500, $2,000, you get a dirt bike. It's not expensive to get a dirt bike. And then what I do, I can't speak for everybody else in Philly, but I go to Jersey. I go to the suburbs to buy my dirt bike because I know they're well kept. You know, not for nothing, but I would prefer to buy any vehicle from the suburbs, from a well taken care of household. You know, people, geez, what are you gonna unload, sir? You're gonna he waved because he done did a whole month's worth of shopping and unloaded it right in front of our face. At least he waved. At least he had the courtesy to wave. Not a lot of people acknowledge, like, thank you for waiting patiently. We didn't beep. Most people would have been beeped. But we telling a story, so it's cool. Like he lucked in. So yeah. So that's the truth, man. So that's why I don't ride dirt bikes no more. And I had a dirt bike taken by the police, and you know, and it's like my adult common sense kicks in. Like, I know evading police is a freaking crime and it's a ticket, and you putting other people's lives in danger on the road. I'm not all for eating stop signs, eating red lights. I'm not for the noise. You know, the noise is kind of annoying, even though I love the way. Whoa, you out, my friend. Can you slow down? Can we like merge to this left lane? Nobody wants to slow down no more, y'all. They ate that red light. That Civic, that last Civic just went right through the red light. That's why I'm slowly merging to these lanes, because it's dangerous. You get into an accident. We got the 75 bus in front of us connected to the trolley line, or the trolley top line, whatever that's called, the electrical line. We passed Weymouth Street. I'm gonna take Wyoming straight down. I'm not gonna zigzag. I know I told you I was just gonna go left to right. I was gonna go west to east, but I'm gonna take y'all straight down Wyoming to 5th Street, so y'all can see like the opposite half of Wyoming, because we've been mainly on the east half of Wyoming. We can go to like the west half, which is 5th Street to like the boulevard. It cuts off like at the boulevard. So I'm gonna at least show y'all that little area, and then, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's the sad part. So still to this day, you know, even like as of 3-4 days ago, somebody commented on one of my oldest bike videos that got 600,000 views. And somebody made a comment like, I wonder if the owner of those bikes are watching their stolen motorcycles on YouTube. Like, trying to make a smart comment. Like, if, you know, the bikes that were featured on my little segment 8 years ago were stolen. Nah, buddy. Like, everybody that buys bikes, I can't speak for everyone, but let's say a good 80 to 90% of the bikes that you see on YouTube, they're from working class homes. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't cost a lot to buy a dirt bike. I understand if the dirt bike was $60 million, or if the dirt bike was $70,000, and you see a bunch of these dirt bikes on the street. But you're talking about $800, $900, $1,000. Like, you're really trying to insult these working class people, saying that they can't afford a 50. We're passing Bingham and Wyoming, and now we're on D in Wyoming, and now we're still in Wyoming. We just passed D Street, hitting Hurley and Wyoming. Chiropractic center on my right, liquidation zone on my left, Larry barbershop on my right, teaching opportunity on my right, In-N-Out Pizza on my left. Several businesses going up this area of Wyoming Ave. But yeah, that's kind of insulting, you know, to like some of these guys who work union jobs, work construction jobs, work, you know, even if, dude, you can buy a dirt bike if you work at McDonald's. That's how cheap dirt bikes are. So next time we're passing Rose Hill Street, next time you see somebody on a dirt bike and think it's stolen, think again, yo. Because, like I said, I'll be going to Jersey to buy the dirt bikes from, you know, the Caucasian young fellows and their parents. And they sell really nice dirt bikes for dirt cheap. For dirt cheap. We're passing B in Wyoming. Seriously, like I love getting a dirt bike from Jersey, from some little township, because they'll be like bored. Bored is a term, B-O-R-E-D. Bored is when you open up like the piston to make it faster. We're passing Ella Street. You'll get them with like Boys and Reeds, FMF pipes, with work done to them, with racing carburetors, jets, and special FMF bars, or you'll get them with all these like nice things. I mean, pro taper bars. I'm sorry, I said FMF bars. Pro taper bars. You know, you'll get them with all these goodies. We just passed A Street. We're now at Front Street. We're approaching Front Street. This is where our tour originally started at. We made a left right here. Remember in the very beginning, we came on from our right. We made a left down, and we went down Wyoming. Now we're like crossing over to the opposite half, which is, you see on my right, it says Feltonville Inn, Luncheon. You see, Luncheon. And we got Rite Aid. I keep saying Rite Aid because I'm so natural to saying it. LCM Laundromat on my left. 7-Eleven on my right. We got, let me make this quick left right here so y'all can see some of these little ducky blocks. 5th Street is like 3-4 blocks to my right. So you can see 5th Street is still Feltonville. But we can go down, let me go down to the bottom, because if I turn right here, oh, I should have turned right there. Shucks. I should have turned right there. I got traffic behind me. They didn't give me enough time to like slow down and reverse. Anyway, we'll make it right down Thelma. We got Hernandez Auto Tags. And we got an Amazon truck right in the middle. What do you know? But yeah, so sucks, man. Sucks, you know. We don't got no other place. From what I hear, this is what I heard. I don't know how factual it is. I saw it on the news, so that's where I heard it from. If you guys are wondering where I hear it from, I heard it from the news less than a year ago. The city commissioner and the zoning, they were trying to put something together for a track. But the thing is, they don't know how they're gonna, you know, because you need funds to manage the track. It's one thing to build us a park, but then they need employees to manage the track, to you know, maintain it. And they were also saying that if they build the track, I think the mayor said that he don't want people riding their dirt bikes to the track because it might promote, you know, the youngsters in the city to ride it to the track. But yeah, I think, so what does that mean? That means maybe within the next 5 years, Philadelphia might see an off-road course. Maybe. Don't hold me to that, quote unquote. Within the next 5 years, we might see like a track where we can ride our bikes at. But they're still gonna want us to come with paperwork. And we're gonna have to probably pay like an admission fee and have helmets and all that stuff, you know. So I don't know how many people, maybe that's good for the kids and for the teens. You know, the kids and the teens, some of the adults might still ride on the street. But you know what I mean? Because there's a different adrenaline feeling to when you're doing street riding to when you're on the tracks doing jumps, hops, gaps, and all that stuff, you know? Dude, did you just drive up 5 feet to go deliver another package? You could have just walked that package while your vehicle was parked. It's cool. I'm gonna let him bust his traps. He got New York tags. Just wait for him patiently. Yeah, bike life. Now it's such a hot commodity, that term. Back in the day, it was just riding dirt bikes. Now it's bike life. It's like a culture. And it's all over the world. Like even people in Dubai, they be like wheeling their scooters. They be wheeling motorcycles, dirt bikes, all types of stuff. You got people, LA and different parts of the United States riding dirt bikes, and you know, in Europe, you know, you got the, oh man, if we follow this dude down Raymond Street, it's a good chance that he's probably just gonna stop to deliver a package. So you know what, I'm sorry guys, I wanted to show y'all Raymond Street, but that's just gonna lead to more waiting behind him. We're passing the 100 block of Sabre Street. On my right hand side, we have 2-story residential homes. On my left-hand side, we have a silver Honda Pilot that's parked on the sidewalk where it says no parking anytime. Will he ever get a ticket? Stay tuned to the next episode. Oh man, 100 block of Ansbury Street, and we got Tennessee tags in front of us about to hit reverse. You couldn't reverse because we're here and we're on YouTube. Look at the ladies waved at him. So they're like, yay, bye, Lucito. She pointed. Don't be pointing. Yeah, my papa always taught me not to point. He said that you should not point. That was one thing that he told me. So I think that kind of stuck with me as an adult. He said, don't point. Pointing is rude. And I think as an adult, I kind of understand it a little bit more. It is kind of rude to like be pointing. That's like talking about somebody when you're right next to them. Like, don't talk about somebody when you're right next to them. So Feltonville goes up to Erie. We're like 3 blocks away from Erie. So, you know, we're really close to Erie. I'm not going to go to Erie. I'm just going to make this right here on Wingahocken and Rising Sun. And we'll just take this straight up to 5th Street. This right here is a little, an automotive district. Tire shop on my right. Pepino's Complete Car Care Service on my left. They do inspections and all that. That's my spot. On my right, Auto Body, U.S. Auto Supply. Right here. This is the spot on my right where you get all auto body equipment. Paint guns, the paint to paint your car. They mix the color code to your paint, Bondo, sandpaper, detail supplies and equipment, the buffer wheels, the waxes, the smell goods, the tire shine. This is the spot that you want to come to. Visit www.usaautosupply.com. That's the spot where the detail shops in Philly get their stuff from. We're passing Palethorpe and Wingahocken. But as you can see, there's a lot of vehicles parked on my left and my right because they're probably being serviced, being worked on, you know. That's why I go to when I painted both of my cars myself, that's where I bought the paint from, and that's where they mixed it at. And if you go there, we got many Septa vehicles on my right being stored in this lot. We're at American Street, 4400 block of American Street. Stop. You see all that dumping on my right hand side? And there's still some snow, yo. There's still some dirty snow. That black pile of stuff isn't dirt. That's snow, just dirty snow. Make this left hand turn right here on American Street. But yeah, guys, so I'm sorry. I hate to tell you this. You ain't got to get out, but you got to go to home. Say no. I'm kidding. But yeah, y'all, this is the end. Yo, auto body repair. Keystone Auto Body Repair on my left. But yeah, y'all, this is the end of the 1 hour tour. I'm sorry we did not cover the whole Wyoming section, nor did we cover the whole Feltonville. We covered just some of it. But, you know, with that being said, I have to go, guys. This tour is only 1 hour long, but I want to say thank you for watching. Yo, check out this Waggle van on my left-hand side. EF Waggle. The John is tough. Make sure to, you know, show some love, support with that, you know, comment in the comment section. And it's your boy Toon, Mr. Tooney, Toon Dollars, Tooney Califragilistic, Expialidocious, Toonish, Toonism, Bad Toon, Super Toon, Toon One, you know, Toon. Make sure to show some love and just tune, and I'm tuning out.